Thank you very much for your applause. It's always welcome. I am Stanford Chidge, and this, of course, is the Chelsea Football FanCast, and it's now time for my favourite thing in the week. It is the Fannies, or otherwise known as the Chelsea FanCast Match Awards, where we award awards, would you believe, for Man of the Match, Chant of the Match, Guinness and Celery moments, and we now have this in conjunction with our wonderful website. Have I told you about our website? ChelseaFancast.com. ChelseaFancast.com. Get on it, kids. It's wicked. It's sick, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, where did that come from? What have you been feeding me in that? Been dropping things in there. Anyway, we start the show, first of all, with the Man of the Match Awards, and your Uncle Chidge is the one who's in control of choosing who gets nominated, I'm afraid. And they are this week. They are for both the Galatasaray and the Fulham match, I hasten to add. But they are the wonderful Azpilicueta, or Azpilicueta if you prefer. That's a bit of a weird photograph, that, don't you think?
Yes.
As if he's straining.
It's like a skull.
Yeah, I found this one apparently according to Greg, so he's blaming me. He'd be right too. Anyway, I thought, Azpi was brilliant against Galatasaray, and I think he deserves it for that performance alone. He was everywhere. So much energy. Great assist for the Torres goal.
He's become a fabulous player.
He has. Better and better.
You don't miss Ash, which is a dreadful thing to say.
I think we should have violins at this show.
Because I've always been a great fan of Ash. I think he's one of the best fullbacks
I loved him to pieces.
For a long period.
It's like we are talking about the past tense, aren't we? Yeah. Almost. It's terrible, isn't it? Yeah. But anyway, Azpi, I think, really deserves a shout-out. I think for the Fulham game, you can't really look further than Hazard or Schürrle, can you? Schürrle scores a hat-trick. Can we have a look? Hazard and Schürrle. There we go. Chidge has got him in one shot. How about that? That's a lovely shot, that, isn't it?
Very good.
Hazard was brilliant. He was the difference in the second half, and Schürrle scored a hat-trick. How can you argue against that?
You can't. I don't think you can look past Schürrle, because Hazard could have played that half and threaded the balls through to Torres, who kicked it at the keeper.
I will let you into a tiny secret, and that is that I voted for Schürrle because he got a hat-trick.
He was the match winner. Hazard couldn't do as much as that, but he was the match winner.
If Hazard had created all three goals, then I would have had a problem.
No, but Hazard could have played that well and passed the ball on to Demba Ba, who was offside.
Or Hazard could have passed the ball brilliantly to Torres, who could have failed to get it in.
Yeah, it's also
the run that he made.
What they needed was someone who was actually going to do that, so it's got to be Schürrle.
I've got news. Apparently Cheddar stopped the troll. Chelsea Cheddar, breaking news. How did you stop the troll?
Just do what I needed to do.
He's clever. He's very clever. I'm impressed. All right.
Expand? No.
Probably best not to.
No. It's
a Chelsea troll. Kent Remlet, who says, I heart at Chelsea FanCast. Great show tonight, especially that at Jonathan Kidd. He's well good.
That's probably another one of Jonathan's Twitter accounts.
Kent Remlet, he's my manager.
Yeah, there we go. Is the Hand Shandy Twitter account yours? Secret Hand Shandy.
That's very good.
It's yours, isn't it? And is the dog? There's a dog that's yours as well. You've got like 500 Twitter accounts all saying how wonderful Jonathan Kidd is.
No, I've got 8.
So rumbled. So, mind you, to be fair to Jonathan, all of his fake Twitter accounts which say how wonderful he is, they all say how wonderful Chelsea FanCast is too. So I am actually very grateful.
Every time.
Enough. We should get on with.
They're not all me, actually.
They're not all you.
No.
They're just people you pay randomly.
Yeah. But also, I haven't got many mates or followers, so I like just to
I've got a question for you, and I should have thought about this earlier because I haven't got the picture to prove it, which is really, really annoying. But there is a rumour going around that you were actually in the most famous selfie ever done at Hollywood last night in the Oscars. Is that true? Can you deny it?
That was Benedict Cumberbatch.
Was it really? Yeah.
I worked with him the other day.
No way.
Seriously,
you worked with Sherlock?
I really did. Yeah.
I love that. I love Sherlock.
I did an episode of Cabin Pressure on Radio 4.
Yeah.
And he was sweet and lovely.
He's quality in the Star Trek movie as well.
Yeah.
But we're not going to talk about that because Chelsea fans don't like Star Trek. Remember?
I remember.
Yes, remember.
I remember. Yeah.
Exactly. You've got a lot of love for your pressure cabin thing.
Yeah, I did.
You did self-publicise it all by retweeting everyone.
No, but not only that, I also retweeted various of my aliases. And people latched onto it. It was fantastic. I kept retweeting them. I went, right, yeah, that's great.
I love it. I do miss him when he's not here. I have to say, if I've made one decent decision in my entire life, it was getting Jonathan Kidd to come back on this podcast.
Oh, sir, you are too kind.
It's all very.
We all tried to veto it.
Should we have a vote?
Yeah, which one? Man of the match?
Well, no, you're going for Schürrle.
Yeah.
I'm going for Schürrle.
Yeah,
Schürrle. Jonathan?
Schürrle.
So, full house of Schürrles. Benches, what are they saying? And, of course, you, I can exclusively reveal, Chadder, have the official vote, haven't you?
I do, yes. So, in third place...
I'm excited.
because you don't have to
On
do it.
22% is Eden Hazard.
Third place.
In third place, you don't see that very often
No.
for Hazard. Second place with 30% is Aspi, which means in first place with 48% is Andre Schürrle.
Very good, Andre Schürrle. I think well deserved. Well deserved. So we got that one right. I like this. It's like a bit of a competition between us and the listeners and the viewers, you know.
I honestly thought Aspie might have got about 6%, maybe.
There's a lot of, I'll tell you, that's one of the reasons why I nominated him. There was a lot of love for Aspie off the Galatasaray game.
I wanted to.
He is outstanding. Let's get this.
He is.
Right.
He's getting better and
I
better.
agree with you that
Yeah.
if we're going to, like with Ash, it's a shame not to see him playing of everything he's done, but Aspie has been fantastic.
Here's an interesting point. There's PSG have apparently put some. A bid
PSG can
for
one.
Runner, but you wonder, actually, is this something that Chelsea might take seriously?
That's for another day. We've got Chant of the Match coming up, and it's a cracker this week. Sorry, mate. Right,
No, you're right.
No, the I mean, there was. The Chelsea away lot in Istanbul. I mean, actually, I'm going to give them a round of applause right now because I thought they were fantastic turnout. There were a couple of good songs. One I have not that hasn't made the cut, sadly, is "It's So Quiet, It's So Quiet, It's So Quiet, Istanbul," which I thought was quite funny. What did make the cut for this was this fantastic song, which is "Welcome to Hell, You're Having a Laugh." We've got a clip of that in a minute. I'll show you. But on Saturday, I'm really delighted to say that there were two other songs that caught my ear. One was the Andre Schürrle song when he scored, which is what. Very good. Andre Schürrle, do.
It's a shame because it's not my Andre Schürrle baby that I've been trying to get going all season.
No. I quite liked it. I've also got a clip of that. There's a lovely lady who was listening last week. I don't know if she's here this week, but it was Chelsea. Oh, no, she is here. She is here. She filmed it on her mobile, and I'm going to show it. There's a clip of it on the website, but we're going to see that in a minute. The last one, which... Will you stop taking selfies?
He needs to superimpose them onto it.
selfies.
You're in it.
Oh, well, that's all right, then. The third song. Right, Peter Osgood died 8 years ago to the day on Saturday. A very sad day for Chelsea supporters. Now, I'm glad to say that his wonderful song, which I still think is one of the best Chelsea songs ever sung, still gets sung very, very regularly, particularly away. But if there was ever going to be a day to sing it, it was the anniversary of his death, and
Absolutely.
I heard it coming out many, many, many times. So those are my three nominations. I'm very quickly around the table. We just have to vote for ours now. Then we'll show the clips, and then we'll see what Chad has to say. So, what are you going to go for? Osgood?
Yeah, definitely Osgood.
Osgood.
Absolutely, definitely.
I think I voted for Welcome to Hell because I just really enjoyed that. But I think Osgood's a very good shout. Right, let's have a look at the two clips of the chants that we saw, and then we'll be back to Chad for the actual vote. Excellent, I enjoyed that. Thank you to CFC Unofficial, who is in fact listening and in Mixler tonight, for letting me do that. And I think it was Chris Brody or something, but he put it up on YouTube and I found it. But excellent stuff, mate. I didn't ask you, but I'm sure you don't mind. Now, we have to go to Chad to get the vote. But what are you going to say? Very
I'm going
quick.
to point out what a wonderful day it was.
It was, wasn't it?
It's the
Lovely.
warmest day I've ever been at Fulham.
There we go. No, that's a good point. The other thing is, saw a few
Beautiful
faces we
sunshine.
recognise in the Istanbul one there, which looked absolutely proper, as they say. Right, Chad, what is the scores on the scoreboard?
In third place with 7% is Andre Schürrle.
Andre Schürrle. Andre Schürrle.
Sorry, I don't think.
Thank you very much. In second place with 41% is Welcome to Hell, You're Having a Laugh.
Oh, controversial.
And finally,
Yes.
in first place with 52% is quite
Out
right.
from the shed came a rising young star, scoring goals past Pat Jennings from near and from far. And Chelsea scored like we all knew they would. And the star of that great team was Peter Osgood. Osgood, 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 Osgood. Born is the king of Stamford Bridge. I think there we go. Appropriate. Very appropriate. Yeah, rest in peace, Ozzy. We're going to talk about that actually later in the show, funny enough. So I'm actually quite glad that won, really. Because, it's deserving, well deserving. If you have any clips of chants that you have sung or seen at the match or in the pub or whatever, feel free to send them in, because it saves me having to find them and steal them off YouTube.
I've got some.
Well, there you go, send them in. Of you singing, that I'd pay money for.
No, of other people's.
Fair enough. Send them in to chelseafancast@gmail.com. Don't send them in there, but just tell me and we'll sort it out. You know how it works. Right.
I could do some of me singing.
I've seen you, the Rudy V's I've seen.
No, just singing the chants if you want,
Okay,
just for you.
We'll think about that. Yeah. All right, don't call us, we'll call you, Jonathan.
I thought we were having ending with a song every time.
We could. Right, Guinness moment is next. My favourite drink, my favourite moments this week is pretty simple, really, although quite tough at the same time. You know what I mean? Yeah, it is. The nominations this week are, first of all, I thought Torres' goal against Galatasaray was absolutely fantastic. There we go. What worries me about that, though, looking at the picture, his foot looks like it's the wrong way round. I now know why Torres finds it so hard to score. His foot's the wrong blooming way round. What's going on?
That is weird.
It is weird, isn't it? If you're listening to the show now, for goodness sake, go and watch it on YouTube later in the week and watch that picture. It is mental. Torres' foot is completely the wrong way round, hence the problem he has scoring. But that aside, absolute cracking goal yesterday against Galatasaray, and I think definitely deserves a shout. I think this also obviously deserves a shout. It is, and whoever's phone went off in the gallery, I'm going to personally punch them after the show, so be warned. Anyway, Fulham, two obvious examples of a classic Guinness moment. This is what Guinness moments were invented for. Hazard's Rabona, or as we should say, Hazard's Rabona. There you go. For the
I know the song.
Oh, you do know the song?
Obviously.
I think it's more...
Look at that, man. Look at that. Fantastic. Lovely stuff. So Hazard's Rabona, I mean, sadly ruined by the fact that, well, that's about unfair, because I think actually the defender did well to get in the way. But had Torres headed that in, that would have been one of the goals of the season.
Superb.
Because the way he lifted that over, I mean, they were absolutely going mental about it on Match of the Day.
How did he miss the target from there? Hazard did all the hard work.
Because the defender got in the way.
No, but he still shouldn't have got put off by it.
It was properly on a plate for him, and you would have hoped he would have scored.
All right, just being kind to
At least at the top,
the man's deformed. We've already,
Yeah, but his head isn't.
Well, I don't know.
Well, you have difficulty leaping with it.
He's got a foot the wrong way round.
Yeah,
People used to call that club foot in the
He's going to have to
olden
leap
days.
backwards to go forwards.
Simple Jack again, isn't it?
Simple Jack. Anyway, Hazard's Rabona, definitely a Guinness moment. And I think, of course, the one moment in the game that really made me get up out of my seat and go absolutely loopy, snooker, loopy, nuts are I, was Schürrle's hat-trick goal. I went mental when that went in. There you go. As did he. Ah! I scored the hat-trick!
There was no one around him to congratulate him, though.
Well, how do you know that? It could be a Photoshop.
Because he went on his own. He ran towards the...
For like a minute, he was on his own before anyone...
Enough, because we won't have enough time for Celery. I need your votes.
The last one.
Schürrle. Rabona.
Rabona, because I'm tired of giving it to goals.
Okay. I think I went for Schürrle because basically I really just did go mental when it went in. So we're split. Two Schürrles and a Rabona, two Rabonas.
It was difficult for me to go mental because I was in the Fulham end.
Yeah. I just don't want to know. I'm going to cut to Cheddar and just move away from that strange man at the end of the table. What do you lot think, and what is the vote, in fact, Cheddar?
It's pretty split, like you guys on the benches, actually. The Torres goal had no percent.
Oh, no way!
So,
kick him out when he's down, why not?
I mean, the only thing I'll add to that is it was Aspie's first assist of the season for that one.
That's a stat, Chad.
And only two
Like
people
that.
voted.
I'm really upset about Torres.
In second place with 32% is Schürrle's hat-trick goal, which means that in first place with 68% is Hazard's Rabona.
Lovely stuff. Well done. Well, well done to Pablo and to Darren, who are looking like the cats that have got the cream.
Because 2 months ago you'd have overruled us and given it to Schroeder anyway.
Suddenly, welcome to democracy, Darren. How does it feel? How's it feel?
Good.
Better than being in the Ukraine, no doubt. Okay, bit of a political. But I think politics as well.
Political.
I've tried the Rabona.
Have you?
In a Sunday League
Don't
game.
try it at home, Jonathan.
Yeah, and I
or on your own.
Desiccated my crotch practically.
I'm going to move on very quickly. Oh my goodness me. Right, we've got 4 Celery Moment nominations. All of them are absolutely blinding this week, and we might have to overrun this part to crack them all in, because I know we've only got a few minutes left. But first of all, very, very quickly, I loved JT throwing the ball back into play when the other ball that the Ball Boys had thrown in very quickly in the Galatasaray. The Ball Boys were like really they'd clearly been briefed. They'd clearly been briefed to do it. We needed to have sent in Eden Hazard in on the Ball Boys, I think. He kicks who he wants, and he should have been kicking them. But I thought JT, brilliant, really switched on, really smart, utter gamesmanship, doing one, took a booking for the team. That is what I want in my captain. That is what I want in JT. I love him. Anybody out there who doesn't support Chelsea, who's cutting him off right now, I don't care. Do one. That's what it's about. Second one, this has got to be nominated. Jose balling out the team at balling out Torres and Schürrle. His half-time, whether he gave them the silent treatment, whether he told them that they got themselves in the poo and they had to get out of it, or whether he shouted at them for 10 seconds in something we can't broadcast. Whatever he did, I just thought that was absolutely brilliant. I love him for that. Chelsea away in Istanbul. I mean, as I said, I know a lot of the guys that went out there, and they've all been saying ever since it was one of the best away trips I've ever been on.
Great city.
Look at that photograph. Another one I've nicked from Twitter, so apologies to whoever it belongs to. But that, for me, sums it up. I mean, it looks like hell, doesn't it? It's brilliant. But they had an absolute scream. And the other thing I think we should say is that all this kind of myth about Istanbul being a really dangerous, horrible place. Apparently, they said the bars are great. They had great time. As long as they all stuck together in big groups. Yeah. But they said the Turks were brilliant, so that was great. I thought they were brilliant before, during, and after the game. Finally, this is hilarious. On Fulham on Saturday, loads of the Chelsea in Istanbul had these stickers made with "Welcome to Hell, Still Not Bothered," which refers to a flag. Welcome to Hell, We're Not Bothered, that was taken out the first time we played them years ago. And loads of these stickers were stuck all around Istanbul. A few of them came back, and one of them found its way here. Have a look at this picture. How about that? There is a Fulham steward who has been stickered, "Welcome to Hell, Still Not Bothered." I love that when that happens, because he clearly doesn't know it's there. He doesn't know it's there, does he? They're not the brightest. I've had run-ins with the Fulham stewards.
Just went up to him and staggered.
Hello, no, you're right. It's one of those, isn't it? I mean, you could just see it. I just thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, he's done it very well.
I loved that, and I love those stickers as well. I follow a few of the lads on Twitter who did the banner and the stickers, and that's quality stuff. So those are my 4. What are you going to vote for?
Terry throwing the ball.
Terry throwing the ball?
It was hilarious.
I like that. I voted for Chelsea away in Istanbul, because I thought they did us proud. And you know I always do, yes. But yeah, I know my audience, Darren. Anyway, go on.
Terry, because they scored from that, but the referee balled it back
Chelsea,
because he threw the ball where he did. So,
all right.
I mean, he should have just thrown it nearer the touchline. There's still been 2 balls in the pitch. He wouldn't have got booked for it, but I still vote for Terry.
So Terry for you, JK.
Well, I'd like to actually vote for something completely different.
You can't.
I know I can't, but I'd like to talk about it very briefly.
You can't because we're running out of time.
No, I'd like to very briefly. For Fulham, actually, I like the free kick they took.
Oh, I know,
a flower opening up.
Like the red arrows.
Like the petals.
It was.
When nothing happened, I thought that was even better.
I like that, but we've got to go for the results. Hang on, David Coleman style, breaking news. Chadder, what are the results?
Right, in 4th place, and it's all very close, this one actually, with 19% was Jose balling out the players and the half-time team talk. In 3rd place, in 21%, was the Fulham steward being stickered. In 2nd place on 24% is JT throwing the ball into play, which means in 1st place with 36% are the Chelsea supporters in Istanbul.
Thank you very much. I win, I love it. Anyway, on that breaking news that the Chelsea away fans in Istanbul get the Celery Moment of the week this week, we have to go to a break. But we will be back afterwards to talk about that Galatasaray game. See you in a second.